chemistry does provide you a lot of practical life skills, because if you learn how things operate, you're not just memorizing and regurgitating, then you can apply that to things in your house, you can make your own home repairs, you can have a lot of life skills just with a little bit of chemistry knowledge.
These are the fundamental concepts that underlie biology. Of course, all of the chemistry is relying on the physics. And so it's really that central piece of why does matter do what it does, and how does it change the way it changes. And understanding that in all these different concepts is so important.
So I think one of the most important things regarding learning chemistry especially is learning how to calm down so you can learn again. Because when you get flustered and you panic and you don't feel safe per se, learning doesn't really happen. So really being calm and breathing through it and just having confidence that you can get through it really helps a lot. So I've seen a lot of students really turn around once they relax a little bit into that space and they start really connecting the concepts and doing a lot better. And then learning how you study well. So learning your learning style, if you're a state-dependent learner, if you need to take a nap before you study and then a nap before your exam, it's amazing how things like that do help.
In high school, typically it's memorize, regurgitate information. In college, it's not that way anymore. Now it's about how do you apply concepts. That's a lot more active learning from the student in terms of how do you ask questions. Not necessarily questions of others, but how do you ask questions of yourself and your own understanding of the material, so that it becomes integrated into the way that you think about it. And that requires different study skills. It's not about being able to work this problem, now let me repeat it on an exam. It's how do I work this problem, what's the underlying chemistry, how do I apply that to this other problem that looks different, but really is the same fundamental concept. Giving them every opportunity to be successful is so important.
There are junior and senior level students that tutor in a variety of classes. We also we're a small department, so it's pretty easy to make an appointment with one of us. Small class sizes.
The faculty really like to have students actually come by and ask questions. That actually makes us happy when the students come by and say, I need help with this. In terms of engagement, the chemistry club is probably the best way to do that, or one of the best ways, other than just going to tutoring and meeting some of these upper division students. They tend to bring in speakers, they do demonstrations with different schools, as in, we'll say, blowing things up. It's kind of fun. And then there's always the trip to the Kansas Academy of Science meeting that happens every year. It's an overnight trip where students that have done research are able to then present their research, and then those that will do research in the future can see how do I actually do a presentation. Yeah.
There's also the Forensic Sciences Club, and in addition, there's a seminar class. There's a professional forensic seminar class where guest speakers come in from a variety of fields in forensics, participate in National Forensic Science Week. So there's a lot of opportunities for the students to engage with people in the profession and get to know them and also network before they leave the college. So over here we actually get to use the instrumentation, the same makes and models that are used in the KBI Forensic Lab right across the way. So students get to practice doing extractions for different drugs, different case samples, some mock case samples, and they get to run the same tests and write reports just like the KBI does. Typically third and fourth year, so the juniors and seniors. And a lot of them end up doing research during the summer. We'll actually extract different cannabinoids from marijuana and do research projects that are relevant to forensics.
The American Chemical Society certified program for chemistry, which means that which is internationally recognized quality. We have faculty in every area. We have library resources. We've got the lab hours that students need. There's a whole variety of different things that go into that certification that shows that yes, it is a quality program. We've got a couple different biochemistry programs, whether it's a BA or BS in biochemistry, which is a huge field right now and will just become more important as we're dealing with the pandemic and everything else, right? Students also use that biochemistry for pre-med. It's an excellent program to go into pre-med. And if you think about the body, we know most of how it works until we get to the molecular level. Well, the molecular level is now talking about biochemistry, molecular biology, and those things. It's pre-pharmacy, which is a 2-year program, which we use our Associate of Arts in Laboratory Science for students that are doing the pre-pharmacy. And we've got quite a few in that program.
One of the biggest advantages, though, for any chemistry degree, including forensic chemistry, is the fact that job placement is really high. Chemists are always in demand. They generally make higher pay than a lot of other scientists. So the job prospects upon leaving university are really good. So there's a whole host of jobs out there that a lot of students aren't aware of.
We have a number of students that are in government jobs, if you will, through KDHE or KBI or any number of other governmental agencies, city water plants, any number of things that are governmental. We've got students that are now working in industrial jobs, plastic plants and there are others that have gone off to do advanced degrees, master's, PhD, in a number of really good schools across the country. And so we find that our students end up in a number of different fields. It's really up to them to choose.